Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
That was a sneeze, Betsy. Ryan was sneezing. What a start to a Monday, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? I told these guys, Chad and Ryan and Betsy, before I started the show, before we started the show, that when I woke up this morning, I was convinced that today was Sunday. I was so convinced that I didn't even mind the fact that it was, and I'm not saying that this is early, and keep in mind that for like 11 years of my life, I woke up between 4 and 4:30. But when I woke up at 5:30 today, I was convinced, well, it's fine. It's Monday. I don't have any, or it's Sunday. I thought it was Sunday. Jeez Louise, what day is it? I was convinced it was Sunday. Felt like I'll just get a head start. And then I looked at my phone, I opened up the calendar, and I saw that it was the 16th and it is Monday. And that's okay, but for a brief moment or two, I was convinced. And we had a good Sunday when it was the real Sunday. But here we go on Monday. Yeah, speaking of a good Sunday, right? Doing a little swimming at the Aquatic Center. We are pool rats. My kids were at the pool Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I was with them Saturday and Sunday, and that place. I was just talking to one of my coworkers, San Juanita. She said, "Do you have a big backyard?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "You should get a pool." And I said, "Right, but the problem is having your own pool is expensive, whereas you could pay $150 and go to the aquatic center until you're blue in the face." So I'm okay with that too, right? I have Scotcheroos on the set this morning. Just want to remind you that we have a Scotcheroo Mountain, and please buy these because the diet that I'm on prevents me from eating them. And if I could pause the diet and not gain weight, I would eat this entire container with a glass of milk on the show. That's how much I like Scotcheroos. So I can't even tell you how much it pains me to see that we still have some of these made fresh in the bakery. Look at this. Speaking of a hand model, Betsy, look at these paws, huh? Ooh, it looks like 10 hot dogs holding a Scotcheroo container. So check those out. Please come buy them, okay? Because if nobody buys them, I'm just going to donate them to places like the Louisa County Fair. How about that for a segue? The 126th Louisa County Fair returns this week in Columbus Junction. Tony Humiston is here. He's the president of the Louisa County Fair Board and a gentleman that I've known for, I would guess, Tony, probably 5 years now, maybe?
Yep, I guess so. Five, 6 years at least, probably.
Thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
We had a great chat with Kathy Vance on Friday. Sort of turned into like a 4-H Friday. We had ISU Louisa County and then ISU Muscatine County.
Well, that's good.
But I'm glad that you're here because we are just, and your website has a countdown. We are 3 days and X amount of hours and X amount of minutes away from the 126th Louisa County Fair. Tony, how you feeling at this point?
Already exhausted.
Already, but you got 3 days. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, several weeks and days and hours of preparation, getting ready to go. The fair's looking very good. Mm-hmm. Grounds are great. So we got lots of good fair board members to help us out to get a lot of stuff done. You have a great crew of people, and you're, of course, you acknowledge that right away because it's too much of an undertaking to do by yourself. Oh,
and
yes.
Certainly, if they said, Tony, you got to do everything, you would say, I'll try, but it can't be done. So that's what I wonder about. So obviously, in Columbus Junction, the Speedway is rocking on Fridays.
Yes, it is.
But I don't think that people realize when they're going to the Speedway, I mean, they're driving through the fairgrounds, but those grounds, Tony, have to be maintained. And there's a great aerial shot. Those grounds and buildings, they'll have to be maintained throughout the course of the year. They're used for a variety of things. But just talk about, something small that we might not realize, like mowing. There's probably a lot of mowing that goes on, right?
Yes, there is. Several days worth. Usually, at least 2 to 3 days a week. We're down there mowing.
Wow.
3 to 4 or 5 hours every day. So it's a lot of mowing, a lot of time, a lot of weed eating.
Oh my gosh. It's like my favorite things that I'm bad at. And then a couple of new additions. And we showed this on Friday, but I'm glad to see it again on the screen. So in addition of some accessible seating near the Speedway track, and I know that these projects are important, because you want to keep reinvesting into the fair. I mean, into the infrastructure that makes up the fair, right?
Yes. It's that's a very good asset we got this year. Had a couple of donations to help make that possible.
Sure.
Had the Wise County Fair endowment donation and the Royce and Charlotte Bonnickson Memorial to help get that low patio built, and we've actually done a little more work to it. We put some rock underneath it.
Ooh.
Got a little walkway up to it, so this week when people come to races, they'll be able to see all that.
Yeah, all that hard work paying off for sure. 126 years of a county fair is an achievement, and you celebrated 125 last year. It's a big deal. The Wise County Fair has been something that people look forward to. I love the theme this year, Party with the Animals.
Yep.
I think it's fantastic. I wonder, why is the fair important? So I'm going to ask two questions in one. Why is the fair important, and then how long have you personally been involved with the Louisa County Fair?
The fair is important as far as getting the kids down there, getting families to come and enjoy the fair. There's lots of activities to do, lots of fun. And as far as I've been involved with the fair, I've been involved with the fair now. This is my 10th year, and I was on the board for 3 years. I was vice president for 3 years, and now I've been president for 4 years.
And how long is that term? Do you get? Is it a lifetime term?
Well, usually it's a 2-year term,
Okay.
but they just keep on telling me I have to stay there because I'm doing such a good job, I guess. I don't know, but
Yeah.
they just said you're going to stay there until we decide you're not doing what we want you to do, and we'll kick you out. So
Okay. You know what? Very open about things in Columbus Junction, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's a lot of fun.
Tell it like it is.
Yep,
Well,
a lot of
obviously,
fun.
you're doing a good job, and we have the website pulled up. It is important to keep. 2 days away. Oh my gosh! Look at that. It's ticking down, friends.
Yeah.
It's right there. We're getting that close to it. 126 years. The history speaks for itself. And you talk about kids, and it's so exciting to just see all the 4-H and FFA kids that are out showing their animals and the work that they put into it. We're just getting like a microcosm. I mean, this week is the culmination of an entire year with a lot of these kids or students working side by side with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 different animals.
Correct.
I mean, when you get to see that firsthand now over the last decade, it's got to make you feel so proud to know that, in this modern age where you could just as easily look at a phone all day, that a lot of these kids are out, whether it's a family farm or if they're just connected through school, that they care so much.
Yes. And a lot of those pictures there you just seen on there was we have a guy in town that has a little, what you call it, a parachute type. No, it's a parachute type airplane.
Oh my
He flies
gosh.
around and takes pictures for us and gives them to us and stuff like that. So that's what a lot of these pictures you see on here are.
That's way better than a drone. A parachute airplane?
Oh yeah. He flies right there in Columbus Junction, and he takes pictures for us and delivers them to us, and we get them up, and they're
Wow.
awesome.
Ryan, are you able to zoom in on any of these as they're scrolling through? We're looking at a lot of the different great buildings, the youth center, and then the show rings. I mean, the thing that I always say about the Louisa County Fair is the footprint is so easy to navigate.
Yes.
And in my experience with my previous job, we were able to cover so much ground, Tony, because everything's right there.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't
Pretty all compact.
Yeah.
It's all right there, close together. Some of these pictures are a couple years old because now you look out in the campground area, we have now got rock out, and about half to 3/4 of the campground area has got rock out there. Makes it a lot nicer for people to park.
Absolutely.
Less mud, less water, less mosquitoes. All that good stuff.
Well, if you do run into mosquitoes, you got some friends across the street that can probably help out,
Yes,
right?
we do. Yes, we do. They help us out a lot.
If only Bug Soother could just have like a fire hose at Bug Soother.
I've asked
Right.
him that if there's any way we can get someone on the airplane and just fly over and drop a big old spray over top
Yeah.
the fairgrounds and just take care for the week of the fair. But
Why not?
Haven't got that figured out yet.
On Facebook, Mandy Weicker Grimm says Fair Board does an amazing job and it's always a wonderful time. It is a wonderful time. Everybody is so nice, and my experience has been just so enjoyable. My personal experience, I know that for a lot, and I've only been going there for 5 years. The thing that I want people to remember is we're talking about the Louisa County Fair. Tony, it's going on this week. This is the week,
Yes,
a
it
week
is.
earlier this year. And for me, it's important to make sure that info is communicated to people because I don't want them to miss out on the fun, right?
Yep,
We don't
right.
want them to just miss the 126th fair and show up for the 127th.
Yeah, what happened last year?
That's right. So the decision to come up a week early, getting that info out there, another added challenge, but you guys have done a great job communicating it. And at this point, like you said, it's all systems go.
Yes.
You're ready.
Yep, we're 99% ready. We just got a few small details to work out this week. But next couple of days, we got, like I said, I got some guys down there probably here in the next half hour, be down there working while I'm still out, I guess, playing around a little bit, right? But yes, we do have a great fair board. It's a week earlier this year. But hopefully next year, we're looking to move it back possibly. We don't know yet. We're still in the process of that. It's a year-long process.
Well, here's what I know. Mother Nature loves the Louisa County Fair, and Mother Nature made a deal with Tony and said, listen, Tony, it's Mother Nature. I'm going to give you an unbelievable weather week.
Yeah.
You won't even see 90 degrees, pal. Can you believe I just said that?
That would
for
be
the Louisa
awesome.
County Fair
Yeah,
in
that
the
would
80s?
be awesome. Yeah, if we had mid 80s to low 80s all week long and get down to 65 area at nights, it's going to be just beautiful weather.
Not only better for attendance, because sometimes it gets so hot that can kind of discourage some of the demographics of people that would normally come out, but also for the sake of the animals, I'm assuming, like if it's not that just crazy humid heat, give them a little bit of a break. I think you're looking at a great week ahead, pal. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, the cooler weather definitely helps the animals, helps the livestock show.
Sure.
Makes them go better, makes everything work a lot better. It's just, we're hoping that it stays weather like this says it's going to be, and it's going to be a beautiful week.
Hey, listen, if I have any say over it, it will be, that's for sure. What are the signs of a healthy Louisa County Fair? We're looking at some great pictures, again, of the young people showing their animals. What's your answer? Because it's certainly a lot of things have to come together. You know, agriculture is first and foremost at the fair, but then there's also things like, and you brought the flyer for the races at the fair. There has to be a good balance. So what would you say to that question? Healthy signs of a Louisa County Fair?
I don't know. I guess the great weather is what, you get good weather, that helps everybody. Everybody's more calm, more relaxed. The animals work better with the people. All the kids, we get quite a few kids that like to help out doing different things throughout the fair, which makes it easier. Yeah. We got a lot of things to do. We got a lot of trash to pick up and and things to take care of, and everything really seems to go well together. It's just sometimes it don't seem like it's going to work out great, but it always turns out great.
I know, and in the 5 years that I'd been down there, I always was willing to judge pies. I think that was never got asked. This year I started a stupid diet, Tony. I couldn't even judge a pie if you asked me.
Well, I like going over there to see them a lot of times. I never have really actually been a judge of nothing like that, but we have like a ice cream thing once in a while. I was judged that one year, and it was good. Yeah,
it's not bad, especially when it's a warm day. Pictures from last year, fun events, Oreo stacking. That was cool. Got to see that live. And, probably the most delicious thing that you could stack something with, right? I mean, if you're going to build with anything.
And, of course, you build it and you bid big high enough, you win enough, you get a whole case or a whole box of Oreos. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just,
There's different ways to have fun. If we look at a schedule, are there things, and maybe I can start by holding up this and Betsy can zoom in. This is just something we want to highlight, of course, because the Columbus Junction Speedway does such a great job each week. They care. The stands keep getting more and more packed, and this is an exciting addition to Fair Week for sure. Yes. But as we look at this calendar that you brought, there's some highlights that you want to mention as we look through it?
Well, of course, what you got up there right now, of course, our race on Wednesday night. We want to, improvise that because that is a big night for us. Sure. It's the night before the fair starts, so we're hoping that we really can get a lot of stuff. Yep. All of our shows, we got several different organizations that are doing a breakfast, and they're always a free breakfast. Cool. We have that on Thursday morning, Friday morning, usually on show day. We have another one that gives hands out donuts to us on show day a lot of times. We have lots of different activities going on. We're going to have the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Drive again this year.
That's a great deal.
This is, I think it's the third or fourth year we've had that now. And
the Blood Mobile.
Yes.
But that's such a good thing because, and we just talked to those folks last week as well, blood donations way down during the summer.
Yes,
Guess what? There's a lot of people at the Louisa County Fair that could help save somebody's life.
Yep.
That's fantastic. I'm glad that you're doing that again.
Yes, we have that. We got a wood carving guy come back again doing wood carving. He's done there. This is, I believe, his third year of being here.
Wow.
And it's he's out of by the Des Moines area by Mitchellville. He does a great job. We have an auction with it afterwards, and it helps out a lot. This year we're having a guy called the Juggler with the Yellow Shoes.
Cool.
So he's coming in. He's from Wisconsin. He does all kinds of acts and different tricks and everything else. He's a pretty funny guy. I've talked with him a couple different times before over the years.
Yeah.
So
I think that's fantastic. Let's keep scrolling through that schedule because it is absolutely packed. Oreo stacking, by the way, Oreo stacking returns on Friday at 1 o'clock, everybody. Thank goodness it's coming back. And then there's, like Louisa County Fair Queen. That's always an exciting event. And I didn't know this, but Hy-Vee supplies the flowers for that pageant. So I got a phone call last week and I was like, yes, of course we're going to do that. I mean, that's very exciting.
Right.
Bill Riley Talent Show. I'm just kind of browsing through. So we have Friday pulled up on the screen. Stock car races with fireworks at 7. But just take a look. I mentioned the stock car races, but if we keep it there just for a minute, sheep show at 8 o'clock, dog show at 9 o'clock. Those are things you don't want to miss out on because that's where you're going to get an example of these young people that are working with these animals side by side. Sheep show in particular. How do you get a sheep to listen to you, Tony? I don't know. They just seem like they want to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the kids work hard at it.
Yes, they
do. Kids
do
a lot of work with their animals. Very, very hard work. The kids are always working with them. I talked to a lot of parents. Their parents say their kids are out all the time working with them, doing their walking them, feeding them, checking them over, doing what they need to do with them, and the kids do a great job with them.
They really do. If we go to Saturday, perfect swine show, bright and early, first thing on the schedule, and that's a big one too, Tony. Obviously, 9 a.m. You saw some pictures from last year's swine show in the mix, and think about that. That's one thing. Again, you talk about these young people being able to navigate around these animals. It's unbelievable. Baked goods, judging. See?
There's your pies again.
I could have been a baked good judge. I could be a professional, fair baked goods judger.
You can come down Saturday and do baked goods, and then you turn around and do pies.
Oh, man. It's a tough gig. Rabbit show at 1 o'clock. The Louisa County Fair is where I saw the largest rabbit that I've ever seen in my life. I'm pretty sure that it winked at me a couple years ago. And it was Max. Max was the young fellow who's now going to be a sophomore in college, I think. Max had that rabbit.
Yeah, Matt's Wetzel. He's from Wetz.
Wetzel, that's right. Good family. One of the biggest rabbits ever. And then Cheryl, the hypnotist. That's cool. I didn't even know. I know Cheryl.
Yes.
She puts on a great show.
Yes, she was down for us last year for our at our race banquet in November.
Okay.
She put on a great show then, and she asked if she'd come back for the fair. We said, yep, come on back. So she's coming back down for the fair.
It's fantastic. Let's look at Sunday, Bill Riley Talent Show, and then the State Fair Static Exhibitors. So a lot of projects will be submitted to the Louisa County Fair. And, Tony, it's important because a lot of these kids will then have their projects go on to the state fair, and that's a big deal for them to represent Louisa County on the state level.
Right. Yes. There's the state fair exhibitors judging is on Wednesday.
Okay.
We start that the day before the fair.
So Sunday they'll be highlighting those going to state. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So Wednesday the judging starts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So the fair don't start actually till Thursday officially, but we're starting Wednesday with the judging, getting that stuff out of the way, get some of the animals in, and then the fair will get kicked off on Thursday and going on. So,
you have some good support. Channel Seed, CJ Tire Service, Curry's, River Products, and Tyson's, just to name a few. And one thing that I would have mentioned for folks as well, like if you go to the Louisa County Fair, maybe it's your first time and you go down in the afternoon and you're like, I don't know where to eat. Just follow the line of people going to the youth center patio.
Yes. Yep.
You won't be able to miss it because the food is fantastic, and that's just another great way to help the fair by eating the great food that's there.
Right. And then our fair is free to get in. You can drive in, you can park. It don't cost you a dime to get in. You can walk around, look at all the animals, look at all the sights, see all the judging, and don't cost you anything. The only time that you have to cost anything is when you go into the grandstands for one of our events. Stock car races on Wednesday, stock car races on Friday.
We have Cheryl on Saturday night, hypnotist, and then on Sunday we're having figure 8 racing.
Yes.
That's the first time we're having that this year. We've always had a demo in the past years, and
Sure.
they're starting to not be as active anymore.
Sure.
So this year we've had the guys come to us and want to do a figure 8, and we said, sure, let's try it. So we're going to do that on Sunday night and hopefully get a large car count. We've talked to several guys, and they said we should get anywhere from 75 to 100 cars.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's
we're
exciting
hoping
to have some entertainment on Sunday as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice touch to have something
The reason we're
fun.
trying to do is the whole week of the fair, is we went over the weekend, is and have shows on the weekend.
Yep.
And that's the only way you can do it. If you don't have no shows on the weekend, well then there's no reason to have a fair over weekend. And
You're
that's
right.
what we're getting more people there.
You're 100% right. Hey, there's the guy with the yellow shoes. He really has yellow shoes.
Yes, he does.
He's not lying about it, Tony. Well, I think that this is going to be another exciting Louisa County Fair. Party with the Animals, the 126th Louisa County Fair. Go to the website. Louisa County Fair, Iowa is on Facebook. Can we pull up their Facebook page just for a moment as we wrap up? Because I want you to realize, folks, that we're rocking and rolling this Thursday, the 19th. You've been looking at pictures. There's the page. Easy to find. Louisa County, Iowa Fair. Short drive from when where we're doing the show right now in Muscatine to Columbus Junction. And now even a better drive with improvements to the highway. And
Yes.
it's going to be good. Tony said he managed to get here in 5 minutes this morning. I don't even want to know how fast you were going. But probably. I'm just kidding.
There's a great new
can
picture
we
there.
go back to the bricks? That was cool.
That's a brand new
at that.
one of the 4-H clubs put together, and they went and
Wow.
got some grants and did some stuff, and they has a new backdrop for picture taking. It's a great 4-H club project. It was called Womaco. They're out of the Wapello area. They have done a great job. I went down actually on Father's Day and helped them out. We put about half of or 3/4 together on Father's Day weekend. We went
Wow.
down there and helped them out and did that stuff, and it is a great improvement. It's going to be great for the kids. So
It looks so good too in that picture.
yes, and that wasn't quite completed there at that time, but it is
my.
completed now. It's done. It's ready to go, and we're ready for it.
It's going to be fun. 2018, 126th Louisa County Fair. Here's to 126 more years, pal. It's great to see you.
All right, appreciate
Thanks
it,
for
Tony.
coming on.
betcha.
Go to the website, check out the Facebook page, have a good time, bring the family, and we'll see you all down there. Let's go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, looking at some produce, and man, we're getting more and more of that locally grown stuff, and then we're going to send Betsy to the Toyota of Muscatine cart cam, because as we get ready for our next guests who are waiting in the wings, I don't know if you knew this, ladies and gentlemen, but today is National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. So we have a couple different ways that you can get out of the doghouse. Betsy's going to show us just a small example at Hy-Vee Floral. And if you're in the doghouse, not that Tony and I have ever been in the doghouse, but it happens occasionally. Sometimes I put my foot in my mouth and I have to bail myself out. You know, Hy-Vee Floral, great ideas. So maybe you did something this weekend and your better half is frustrated with you. They can help you out. So Catherine is going to have a little something prepared, and we'll get that brought right back here to the set. There she goes. Hey, look, there's Betsy. That's pretty cool. That's like Toyota Muscatine cart cam inception, everybody. All right. So as we get ready for this item, we thank Tony again with the Louisa County Fair, and we're going to get our next guests into position here. Thank you, pal. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Have a good week.
You know, keep that there with
Yes,
you.
I'm going to keep this because we can keep talking about it this week.
Have a couple extra.
All right.
Someone else comes
I
in
will
and
take it. So here goes Betsy. She is at Hy-Vee Floral. There is Catherine, the department manager. We might have to get one more chair for these folks. I'm going to scoot myself over a little bit as we get ready, and you'll see why here in just a moment. You're going to stand?
I can stand.
Oh, my. All right. Well, then, okay. Jason Miller is ready to rock. So, hello, fellas. Welcome back. All right, so Betsy is perusing some flowers. If you found yourself in the doghouse, today being National Get Yourself Out of the Doghouse Day, you can do it at Hy-Vee Floral. All right, let's clip on here, Mr. Chad. There we go, pal. Oh, my gosh, I dropped it. Sorry about that. I'm not good at this. Ryan, can you clip him on? I'm sorry. Brad, you're probably better than I am. Ooh, look at that, some chocolates if you're in the doghouse. That'll get you out of the doghouse, right? And some beautiful flowers. Oh, my. You know, it's good that Catherine had some roses ready, because I also think this week we're starting the 1,000,000 stem rose sale at Hy-Vee Floral. Yeah, Jason, I might have to share my mic with you, so maybe we'll get the logistics on that all figured out. This is great. All right, so Betsy's coming back, and this is going to be fun. I'm so glad that our next guests are joining us. Are we going to do a mic swap? What do you think?
Travis last time, right?
Yeah, we shared last time. Yep. And then Ryan, do we have Travis's medals over there? Could you grab those, sir? Thank you. All right, so Betsy's going to bring some items to the set, but let's come back to us because it's go time, ladies and gentlemen. Our next guests are here, and we're so excited to have Travis Moss, Brad Small, and Jason Miller in the house. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Welcome back. Last time we were here, gentlemen, we were talking about going to the National Special Olympic Games. Yeah, Betsy, bring them on over. If anything, the flowers will make me look better. So just a couple of weeks ago, we were on this show. We were talking about, here comes Betsy. Yeah, I'll take those over here. We don't want to cover these guys because they got some serious hardware. That'll help my mug look better. There we go. Look at that. Oh, those candies look good. In case you're in trouble, this will get you out of trouble. Okay, gentlemen. So we talk about the national games, and look at what Jason's doing right now. He's handing over.
I want to make sure he's
a
wearing
gold
these.
medal.
You know, they look good.
Do you want to put this on? Is that cool?
We were afraid you were going to sell these. You had them in your hands earlier.
This is amazing. Travis, this is yours, right?
Put that on, Travis.
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, the hardware.
He'll probably
Wow.
put these in a case.
Oh, I imagine. 2 golds. All right, Travis Moss, I'm going to start with you because we're sharing a microphone again. You got 2 gold medals. How was your experience at the National Special Olympic Games in Seattle?
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
So not only did you compete and obviously do incredibly well, but you also were interviewed and part of, I saw a video, opening ceremony. When we were talking before the show started, you said you didn't sleep a lot while you were there.
Yeah, I didn't.
But you, and which events did you take these gold medals in?
200 free and a 400 free.
Jason, were you there when Travis took these?
I was not. No.
Did you? How do you find out? Does somebody call you or text you? Because it's such an exciting thing for sure.
So the coaches have their own text board that we would go off of. So I'd get updates. So I was coaching track and field at that time.
Yeah.
Travis also received 2 participation ribbons.
Nice.
Every national games that he's been in, he's received at least a gold and a participation ribbon. And if that tells you how technical the games are, he got DQ'd in the 200 IM because he didn't have his toes pointed out in the breaststroke just right.
What?
So yeah, and a couple years ago he got DQ'd for not doing a 2-hand touch instead of
butterfly.
And so it's very technical. So although he does really well and he's gotten 2 gold medals,
right?
He also has received participation. So I like to give Travis a hard time about those participation ribbons. It humbles him a little bit.
Yeah.
Helps him work a little bit harder to
We
make
have
sure.
so many incredible pictures that Jason, I don't know if you were taking them or whomever.
Some of those are mine, yeah.
But from the Special Olympics Muscatine page, there are so many great shots.
Yeah.
So you get to Seattle, and how many days was it? And Brad, I'm going to talk to you in just a second because obviously you got some good-looking hardware too, pal. Who competed first between Travis and Brad? Was swimming first or powerlifting or?
I think Travis, they're all spread out within the week.
So they could have been going out at the same time?
Schedule. Yeah, they can all be going at the same time. So I think, Brad, you had the first couple of days off maybe.
Yeah.
He did the bench press and then the deadlift. And so his medal is in the deadlift, right? Is that correct? Okay.
Brad, I'm so happy for you. Like, how did it feel receiving a medal at the National Special Olympic Games?
Good.
You are a strong man, that's for sure. And that's just it. Like, Travis is in the pool. That's a workout. I took my kids to the pool twice this weekend, and I was exhausted. You're competing on the national level. Brad, you're competing on the national level for lifting. When you find out that you're going to receive a medal, how did you feel? I mean, any tears of joy? I probably would have been crying like a baby.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. And these look, I mean, they look so good. Travis is like, how many do you have, by the way? How many medals?
I don't know. I've never actually sat down and counted them.
Look at Brad. Look at how excited Brad is in that picture. Hold on, go back. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stands were packed. Jason,
They were.
there's so many people there.
There was a lot of people.
Like the amount of support is
Yeah.
so incredible.
It was the biggest opening ceremonies that I've been to, that I've witnessed, as far as crowd-wise.
Wow.
The people of Seattle showed up. Microsoft, Brooks Running Shoes, all the companies, Amazon, they showed up in the streets, and we walked, what was it, at least 2 miles to get to the stadium.
Wow.
And they shut down the streets, and people were lining the streets on both sides. That's how many people showed up. And then all the people that are in the stands are mostly friends and family from all across the United States.
Such a cool experience.
Yeah.
Travis, do you have, at this point, because you've been to so many, do you have like friends that you see at the national games?
Yes, I do. I went to New Jersey. I actually competed against the guy who did a 200 butterfly. I would have won, but I got DQ'd in that one. I seen him; he was there.
Oh my gosh! And look, there's just again these pictures are so wonderful. Was there any smack talking between the guy from New Jersey?
No.
You know those people from Jersey, they might have a little bit of an attitude, right? Does he have a little accent, maybe?
He was actually from Florida, but actually competing against him in New Jersey.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, at the games in New Jersey. How about for you, Travis? Obviously, Brad and yourself, you take this seriously. You're in the pool, you're in the gym, you're getting ready for this. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it. So to be sitting here and to be recognized like you did, that's hard work paying off for sure. But Travis, at this point for you, like how good does it feel? Because you're in the water, you probably might not know what the results are until you touch the wall and look up, or what?
Yes, I don't even pay any attention until after I'm done.
Right. Yeah, because you can't be distracted even for a moment, especially Jason, if they're looking at every little detail in how you're swimming.
Travis is pretty focused in the pool, and he actually talked about that at opening ceremonies when they discussed being in the water and how it just clears his mind, and he's able to focus and concentrate on his strokes. So Travis it shows you the competition level. He's one of the best swimmers that I've ever seen, and I wish I could have been there to see it, but his 200 IM that he got DQ'd in for his feet being out, even when he finished, he got third.
Wow.
So if that tells you there's some good competition when he gets to that level. And he increased his 200 free and his 400 free by like 20 seconds because he actually has some really good competition.
Sure.
And he's able to swim a lot harder.
So just keep that in mind, folks, if you're watching us live or on the rebroadcast, that Travis Moss in those two events is the best swimmer in the country.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
And he's right here in Hy-Vee in Muscatine, Iowa.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And for Brad, lifting
Yeah.
is not easy.
No.
You're lifting heavy stuff.
Yeah. I got new shoe idea.
Ooh, you got some new shoes.
So Brooks Running Shoes.
Wow, those are snazzy.
And they
those are awesome.
So if you went through all the healthy athlete screenings,
sure,
which was like 8 in all, they check your ears, they check your eyes, teeth, the whole works, up and down. And if you go through all those screenings, Brooks Running Shoes gives you a free pair of shoes.
Wow.
Which is their $120 pair of shoes that they give you, which is pretty cool. But to talk about Brad, he does such an amazing job of preparing. He's focused, he concentrates, he works hard. We put him through an 8-week program, and at no point does Brad complain.
Sure.
He's ultra focused, and you put up over, in that deadlift, you put up over 300, right?
Yep.
Oh
and
my
then,
gosh.
so for his bench press, he was disqualified in technicalities for lifting his foot up just a little bit.
Oh my!
He had one of them where he locked out his elbows, but he racked it too early. So they DQ'd him for that. Like, it's very technical when you get to that level.
Okay, so when you're preparing, do you know, Jason, do you know that they're going to look at everything?
We know that ahead of
time. So
time.
when you're preparing, Brad, you're really focusing on not only lifting the heavy weight, everybody, but not racking it too soon.
Right. And that's what we do in practice. Actually, what we did with him is we went through all the commands to make sure. And even when you get to that level, when you get in front of that many people,
Yeah.
I stopped.
Well, and it's fun, right?
Yeah.
You still medaled out of it, which is awesome. My goal for him was to go there and at least medal. I knew he could do a good job. He got his medal, which is awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, you have to be. It's the big stage. It's the big one.
Okay, so Brad's lifting weight in front of a lot of people, and normally you're at the Y, and Jason and some teammates are around, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, not a couple hundred people, and then Travis, same thing in the pool. So that's where I don't know how I mean, you've been doing it for a while, Travis. But how are you able to focus yourself so closely? Because there's so many. I mean, in a pool, it's a different pool. There's more people, but you're still just able to get kind of in the zone, right?
Yes, I don't know how you do it, but it just comes natural.
I want it to come natural for me once. I don't want to look at the pool and start sweating. Wow, well, it's such a great achievement. And then Jason, obviously, for you as coach and representing Muscatine and the state of Iowa, you have to be so incredibly
I'm really proud of
right?
these guys. Yeah. They did an amazing job, and I just wish I could have been there to witness some of it. I had 8 athletes myself. I was coaching in track and field, and they're throughout the state, and they did an amazing job as well.
Yeah.
None of them from Muscatine, but I had a couple guys from the Quad Cities. I had one guy who runs a 100-meter dash. He ran it in 12:8.
Holy moly!
Yeah, the winner, and he got 5th. The winner ran it in 11:9.
Oh my gosh!
So the level, and I talk about this all the time. The level of competition when you get to that national level is so great. But it's amazing being there. Seattle was a great host. We had amazing weather. It was exhausting and tiring and not a lot of sleep, right, Travis? His roommate, I think, talked a little bit too much, but just an amazing experience altogether, and we wouldn't trade it for anything, right?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're looking at some great pictures, and we keep scrolling through these pictures because
that's opening ceremonies right there.
I mean, just scratching the surface of what a great trip. And like Jason said, to play on that, having a host city understand the event that they're welcoming people to.
Right.
And it seems like, and you said it, Seattle did such a great job.
Yeah.
And people came out for it. I mean, just look at the scope of the crowds. And
that girl's from Iowa that she opened up singing. I can't remember her name, but she won the...
From American Idol?
She won she won American
like Pope
Idol.
or whatever. Something
Yeah.
Pope.
She's
It looks
from
like, should say Pope B, but it's like Pope.
Yeah.
Hannah Pope or something.
Yeah.
You had her, the American Idol winner singing?
Yeah.
What?
Well, and Travis got to meet...
so Travis...
He got to meet a lot of celebrities. So,
Yeah,
the lady he was up there with, she used to be a Paralympier. She was on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
He also
Lucky
got...
dog.
Funny story on Apollo Ono. He got to meet Apollo Ono. But he walked up to his dad and said, "Hey, it's nice to meet you. I've seen you on TV." And he was talking to Apollo Ono's dad.
Yeah.
Which I wish I could have been there to see it.
So
but-
Travis, you met a bunch of fun people in Seattle, it seems like.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got to be a part of the opening ceremonies. Were you nervous looking out into that big crowd?
Yeah, I was, at first, and then I just kind of focused on everything else. So
I just want people at home to understand that it's such an accomplishment to have 2 athletes from right here in Muscatine go to the national games. Not only go, but come back with some hardware.
Yeah.
By the way, some serious hardware. And for someone like Travis who's been there before, I mean, the level of respect that Travis has is, and I know that you take this very seriously, and it's not about walking around like you're Mr. Hot Stuff, but you get in that water, nobody can touch you, pal.
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
and Brad hitting the weights. I mean, this. So if you're at the Y and you ever and we had on Facebook last time, a couple people said that take laps around him in the pool at the Y, which I imagine. But if you ever see folks like Travis or Brad, working out or swimming, just understand that you're in the company of greatness, quite frankly. and I mean that. I mean, seriously, we're sitting here talking with 2 medal winners from the National Special Olympic Games. I don't think it can be stressed enough. You should be on the front page of every newspaper in town. And we have a video from the opening ceremonies. Okay, I'll stop talking for a second. Check this out.
Athlete, swimmer Travis Moss.
As we continue to highlight the elements, we now turn to the element water. I'm here with an athlete who can attest to the unbelievable regenerating power of water. Travis, water quite literally saved your life.
Yeah, it did. 30 years ago, I was in an accident. I was in a coma. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. My rehab included swimming, so I had to come back.
Well, you're doing great. In fact, Travis has won gold in swimming at every single U.S. Games.
I love that we're able to incorporate video like that in the show and audio.
Water that is so powerful.
By the way, there was Travis Moss on the big screen, which is pretty cool. When I saw that on Facebook, I loved it.
Thank you for sharing your story with us, Travis.
So great. The Special Olympics National Games in Seattle. So the obvious question, Jason and fellas, is what's next? You're back home.
Sure.
Are there area events?
We just had softball.
Right.
Softball tournament this last Saturday.
Okay.
We had 2 teams get 3rd place. My team finished 5th place in softball. And then this upcoming Saturday, we have softball skills that we host here in Muscatine.
Fantastic.
If whoever qualifies and will go to state first weekend in August, I can't remember that date, but state's up in Ankeny. And then from there we have, golf coming up, bowling, flag football, all of our fall sports.
Right.
We just kick it in year round.
I was going to say the seasons just change and everybody stays busy.
Yep.
So softball skills. Do you need volunteers still for this Saturday?
I could use a few more. I have quite a few lined up so far. But if anybody would like to help out this Saturday, we set up 4 different softball skills stations. We have athletes coming from Iowa City. Obviously, we have we have like 27 from Muscatine.
Wow.
And then between the 2 Iowa City schools, I think there's going to be like over 50 or 60 altogether that we're going to be running through those skills stations. So it takes a couple hours.
Sure.
Takes a little bit of commitment. We need registration people. We need people to help out on each station, team leaders, people to take groups around to each station, fill out scorecards, stuff like that. So
skills at Kent Stein?
At Kent Stein's Diamonds 4 and 5. I ask athletes get there by 8:30. We'll have volunteers check in between 8:15 and 8:45.
Okay.
We'll explain all the stations, how to work all the stations, how to do all the scoring, all that stuff. Very simple, very easy, and it's just a lot of fun for our athletes that sign up and do it. And
absolutely.
So,
so if you want to volunteer, pointing at y'all right there. Get a hold of Jason. Do you need to know ahead of time, or can they just show up on Saturday? What would you prefer?
I'd prefer if they at least call and set something. That way I know where to place people. So if they get a hold of me at the YMCA, the number there is 263-9996. They can get a hold of me by email as well. If they look on our Facebook page or our website, all the information's there if they want to get a hold of me.
Yeah, I mean, there's contact info, of course. Travis, Brad, any other sports activities that you're going to be participating in either this summer still or into the fall?
I'll participate in golf, unified golf.
Yeah.
Brad, how about you, buddy?
You just did softball 2
days
ago,
did?
right?
Yeah.
Good job, man. You did softball?
Yeah.
All right. You're so busy. Jeez Louise. Jason, we'd be remiss to not also mention, since you're here, Over the Edge.
Sure.
Over the Edge is coming up in October.
Yes.
And you guys know that Jason's going over the side of a building.
So is Travis.
And Travis is going over the side. Are you afraid of heights?
No. No.
Facebook.
Travis, if I can cut a little bit more weight, and I've thought about this, if I can cut enough weight to where I'd be at that threshold, I might do it.
Yeah, as long as you're close.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a comfort thing when you put the harnesses on and everything. So, just let us know if you want. We would love to have you involved.
Yeah,
in fact, if we could do
get in the pool.
Get in the pool.
I'll be your personal trainer.
Go ahead, say that again. I want to make.
Get in the pool. I'll be your personal trainer.
That'd be fun.
Travis, if you would have seen me at the aquatic center yesterday, playing with my kids in the water, I'm not saying it's the same thing as what you're doing, but I was so tired afterwards. I think I fell asleep on the couch. But you would be a great personal trainer, right? How long would you have me swim the first time?
I don't know until you can't swim any farther.
Oh, great. Well, by October, if I follow the Travis program, I'm just going to be sitting here half of the man I used to be. But Over the Edge, so there's a lot of, not a lot, but there's enough spaces available for folks that want to sign up.
Sure. Yeah.
And you're going to go over the Laurel Building in downtown Muscatine. We're going to pull up the Over the Edge event page on Facebook.
Sure.
This is a great little video that kind of talks about it. I don't know if there's audio for this. If there's audio, let me know. I'll stop talking. No, there's not audio. Okay, great.
I think it's just a background kind of montage.
And then I think from that event, Ryan, we can
that
building right there, Brad. That's
you
way
do
up
it?
there.
Should we sign you up to do it? Hey, he flew for the first time at national games.
Oh, no kidding.
So you've been over
Brad,
40,000 feet. So
hey, so what's the Laurel
So what's another
Building,
94
Brad?
feet?
Come
right?
on.
Baby steps for you, Brad.
Baby steps.
But we kind of have a big announcement. So we had a matching donor, an anonymous matching donor. They're willing to donate up to $20,000 between the periods of July 27th and all the way through August.
Wow.
To match whoever donates. The funds will be directly matched to go to the organizations. Now, the Edgers still have to raise their $1,000.
Sure.
But it's great to know that we have somebody in this town, in this community, that's willing to support us, and they're willing to donate up to $20,000 match.
Wow.
So we're really going to be hitting it hard July 27th all the way through August to try to get as many people signed up as we can, and to get people to donate to pages like Travis's and people that are going over the edge.
And you can see right there from the website. So as of right now, July 16th, we are at $10,637.
We got a ways to go, yeah.
Ways to go. We're definitely going to close in on that because we know how generous this community is.
Yes.
And keep in mind that Over the Edge is supporting Special Olympics of Muscatine and Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Muscatine County, two incredibly worthy organizations that are changing lives and improving the lives of the people that they serve. So if you're thinking about doing it, as I sit here and reflect on, if it's not a weight thing and a comfort thing, then I should just do it.
Just do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll do Over the Edge.
Let's
There you
sign
go.
up. Awesome.
I'll sign up.
Great.
So I'm gonna
You got
go
it on camera again.
Yeah,
Man, every time I come,
you must have the touch.
I just have
right?
that effect.
So as long as my wife doesn't have the baby on October 19th, I'll be there.
That's right. Is it around that time?
Well, she's due October 25th, and both our kids were
Oh.
10 days early.
It's a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
That name pick out?
Lucy.
Aw.
Yeah. Thank you, Brad.
I wish it, Daddy.
Thank you. It's going to be very expensive buying all the girl stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Travis is
my buddy told me when I had my first daughter, or had a girl, time to buy a gun.
Oh yeah, I can't even think about a prom dress. How much a prom dress costs? Oh my goodness.
Too much money.
Too much, Brad. You're right.
Wait till they actually want to borrow the car.
No, Travis. She's never gonna drive. My boys are never gonna drive. Please. I don't even want to think about that. I want them to have the first car that I had, an 85 Buick Riviera that burned a case of oil a week. That's what they need to have. You got to check the oil on that thing. It backfired like Uncle Buck's car driving down the road. There is a great video from the Over the Edge event page, Ryan. Can you see if we can find the video with Jason Miller talking about it? You filmed it on top of the Laurel Building.
Yeah.
Lindsay Phillips was here last week. We showed her video, so I don't want you to,
I'm terrible with those things.
I don't want Lindsay to be the only one. You're not terrible. You do a great job. You're the face of this wonderful organization. And you do a tremendous job getting out there. Again, we're talking with Jason Miller, Brad Small, Travis Moss. They just got back from the National Special Olympic Games.
Yep.
You're looking at some serious hardware. Brad did some powerlifting. Travis is a fish. I say that with all due respect.
That's right.
It would be funny to one day go to the Y and challenge you in the pool. What do you think?
Anytime.
Anytime.
I like this. I think you would win.
I don't know.
You would totally win. Look at those medals on screen.
modest.
It's so great. Those are 2 gold medals. Brad's got the bronze. They did such a great job. Let me know if you find that video. We got it? All right. So we're going to go back to Over the Edge on Facebook. Here's Jason Miller on top of the Laurel Building. And you heard it here first. I just got signed up.
The Stanley Consultants Laurel Building, gearing up for a big event on October 19th called Over the Edge, where I'll be going over the edge of this building to raise money for Special Olympics, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and the Chamber Ambassadors. But I need a little bit of help. So I'm proposing a challenge. It's called the Go or Give Challenge. And I'm going to call out a few people here. Brad Bark, Julie Stone King, and John DeBeat. So, are you willing to go over the edge with me? And if not, if you're a little bit too chicken, maybe you would give to my page to help support me. So, calling you out. The website's there. We'll provide the link and all the information on Facebook. And so just click on the link. It's really easy to set up. You set up your page, provide a picture of yourself, and then create your fundraising goal, and then fundraise at least $1,000 to go over the edge. Thanks, guys.
What time does it start on the 19th?
So we'll start anywhere, well, setup will be like the day before.
Sure.
And so we're going to have some events that evening. We're looking to do, we're working with Boonies and some other organizations on doing kind of a dinner and a VIP lounge.
Sure.
And some drinks. And then, but that morning, depending on how many edgers we have signed up, we'll start as early as 7, 8 o'clock in the morning to get people to go over the edge.
Okay, so my thought was, as I'm watching that, first of all, that's way up there. Travis, Jason, what are we doing? That's very high up there.
It is, yeah.
Travis, what are we doing? Now I'm signed up. I'm freaking out looking at that. I feel like I don't have a fear of heights, but you get on top of any building and you're like... Plus, I just saw that movie Skyscraper, and there were some moments in there. Maybe The Rock could show up and do this for us.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we could ask him for a donation. Cool, but what I was going to say was, again, if my kid's not born yet, we could do this show from down there.
Yes.
Stanley Consultants, Kelsey Brackett would give us the internet login. All we need is the internet, and we got Hy-Vee Today on the road. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be pretty cool to do it on the roof. I don't know if that's possible.
I don't know if that will be possible because OSHA standards, and they've got to rig their system and everything.
Oh, Jason, listen, OSHA loves this show. They're tremendous viewers.
Do they really?
Oh, bigly. They watch us at OSHA right now.
Yeah.
Did you say Ocean or OSHA?
OSHA.
Oh, yeah, different. I'm sorry. We're big in the ocean. Yeah.
But there might be a section we can log off.
Yeah.
You know, that we can rope off.
Oh, I need a VIP rope for myself. You know me and my ego.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I need half of the roof, Travis. Half of the roof. That would be kind of fun, though, in all seriousness, to do the show from down there.
I think it'd be cool, yeah.
Because
there's some great views up there. I've been up there a few times.
We just saw the video. It's really high.
So we have 3 videos. So we're trying to do some different promotional things. And
the folks are going to be coming down, not to interrupt, but they're going to be coming down the Iowa Avenue side of the building.
That's correct, yep. Probably one of the more visible sides.
Yeah.
We're going to close off that street. We're hoping to have the Hawkeye Hauler down there, some tents set up.
Awesome.
So we want to make this not just, hey, you're going to go down and then you're done. We want to make this kind of a party atmosphere to really bring the community together, bring everybody together, and just have some fun with it.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of organizations that are helping us out, a lot of businesses that have given towards us and also are going to be helping us stage everything volunteer-wise.
Sure.
So this is the first time we've done it, so we're not sure how exactly everything's going to be set up and gone, but we hope to make this a big yearly event and really involve our community and get everybody involved.
And quite frankly, I mean, when you have the opportunity with the matching donation of $20,000, that's a big deal. So if you're watching again, folks, like even if you're not up to the challenge,
please donate. Yeah.
Donate, because it's every dollar you donate is going to get matched. And again, proceeds are helping Special Olympics in Muscatine and Big Brothers Big Sisters.
That's correct.
And by the way, so think about it this way. Let me bring it full circle. You donate $5 or $10, and there's some great video in the corner. $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $100, whatever you donate, essentially you're helping folks like Brad and Travis be able to go to Seattle to the national games. I mean, I'm not wrong in saying that. Whenever you have an event that benefits Special Olympics, this is the type of thing. Now, this doesn't happen every year, certainly, but with all the programming and travel that you do, this is a big deal.
Everything costs money, and no matter if it's donated or what, it's going to cost someone.
Well, again, guys, nobody won Mega Millions, so all I got to do is hit that Mega Millions, and I'll give half to Special Olympics.
Awesome.
And then what I'll do when I make that donation is I won't have to go over the edge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we still want you to go.
Yeah.
We still want you to do
if I won the Mega Millions, I would be there.
Then you could take money and just like.
It's raining $100 bills off the Laurel Building, everybody.
Tony's such a generous guy. Yeah.
That would either be
make
cool
it
or
rain
making it. I finally been able to make it rain.
From 94 feet.
How high is it? Did you say
94 feet?
Great. What about Betsy? Betsy could go in my stead, can't she? Look, she wants to go over the edge, guys. Let's sign her up.
If you're too chicken to do it and you raise your $1,000, if she wants to match and do the other 1,000, then she can go over herself.
Well, they don't call her Moneybags McGee for nothing. Betsy, let's get in this. All right. Special Olympics in Muscatine. Travis Moss, Brad Small, Jason Miller, welcome back.
Thank you.
Gentlemen,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thanks
It's
for
great
having
to
us
see you,
on.
buddy.
Thanks, Tony.
You did such a great job. Brad,
Cheers,
I'm so
Tony.
happy for you, buddy.
Take
I'll see you
two.
soon.
Okay, say hi.
I will say that. I will. He's so strong. Why are you so strong? That fist bump. I need to start lifting. Here's what I need to do, apparently. Here's my preparation for Over the Edge. I swim with Travis, and I work out with Brad.
There you go.
And then
That's
Jason
a great
holds me like a
combo.
baby when I'm crying because I'm scared the day of. It's good to see you, Jay.
Good to
Welcome
see you
back,
too.
buddy.
Thanks for having us on.
This
Appreciate
is
it.
what it's all about. Can we just get a shot of the medals? I mean,
hold them up, guys.
Yeah, can we?
Hold 'em
We'll zoom in a little bit. I just want everybody again. It's all about the work, hard work paying off for Brad Small and Travis Moss. That's fantastic. Special Olympics, Muscatine went to the national games and represented us so well, and it's a big deal. And you guys should be very proud. And I got a couple things I'll talk to Jason about off the air. We air a lot of stuff on the air, but I got an idea I want to run past you off the air.
That sounds good.
We'll get to that sooner than later because I think it's a good one. All right, so as we wrap, I just want to again say thanks to Tony Humiston with the look at me behind these flowers. I look so great.
Ooh, pretty.
Hello, friends. I look like a creeper. Hey, girl, I got you some roses. It's National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. These roses are very cold. But it'll warm the heart of your loved one. What if they were bacon roses? That would be a keto-friendly gift. It's also National Corn Fritters Day. Ryan Broderson will be celebrating at home tonight. And National Personal Chef Day, which is ironic because our very own personal chef, Tess, has the day off. So Chef Tess, happy, and not that she's a personal chef, but she'll certainly go to your home if you want her to and cook up the most amazing food you've ever had. I mean, she does that for parties and stuff. So celebrate those. Again, Louisa County Fair going on this week, Muscatine County Fair going on this week. And good luck to both the Wilton and L&M softball teams that are playing each other. There you go, side by side. Fort Dodge tonight, this afternoon, 3 o'clock. One of those teams will advance. It's Wilton versus L&M, 1 seed versus an 8 seed. And I just want the game to end in a tie because we've had both teams on and we wish them both well. Thanks also, of course, to Jason Miller, Travis Moss, and Brad Small. Thanks to Hy-Vee Floral for giving me... I could just have these roses all week and just hide out.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. And I also want to say thanks to our friends at CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota of Muscatine, and Team Staffing. Team Staffing is... a couple things. They got a big old event coming up. We're going to talk more about that. And the job board, Wednesday. So get ready to get back to work if you've been out of work or if you need... That is the loudest cart ever. Okay, it stopped. That's great. If you've ever seen like Parks and Rec or The Office, that's kind of how I feel this show is. There's just stuff that happens in the background, and I love it because we're in a grocery store doing a talk show. So Team Staffing has an event coming up very soon where you can also donate blood and get to work. It's going to be very exciting. So looking forward to continuing to talk about those guys. And we'll leave you with a shot of the CBI Bank and Trust aisle camera and some good-looking produce and Starbucks. Hy-Vee Today, gmail.com. If you need anything, you can email me. You can reach out on Facebook on the Hy-Vee page. We're on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can watch us on Apple TV and Roku with the Boxcast app, BOXCAST. And we'll see you tomorrow live at 8:30. This feels like a good show. Wow, this has been a great show. I like it. Starting out this way on a Monday is a great thing. Get out of the doghouse, and we'll see you tomorrow right here. Bye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.